What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the Table of Madness. And today we are taking a look at something very different. Today we're taking a look at the Digimon Premium Deck Set that I was able to go out and actually find on the at the big stores, basically the Targets, the Walmarts. I actually found this at a Walmart. So today we're going to be taking a look at that, and the question of the day is this a product worth purchasing? And I want you guys to think about that, because as you guys know, I am a big fan of Digimon. I am very high on Digimon. I am, like, in my opinion, biggest fan of a Digimon right now, TCG going. I think it is the most dominant TCG product out there from a playability standpoint, a collectability standpoint, the best value you can get for your money, all of that. I think Digimon right now is at the top of that list. And I really do think in the long term, I think Digimon is going to be one of those TCGs. 10 plus years, I think it's here to stay. I don't think it's going anywhere. And I like the fact that Digimon is starting to now branch out into this new kind of product that they're sending out to the Targets, the Walmarts, and stuff like that. Because I do think, other than booster box, I think there does, and starter decks, there needs to be other type of product if Digimon wants to take that next leap. One thing that Pokemon does very well, and why it's been such a successful company, is that when there's a new booster box set, right? Every time we see a new booster box coming out for Pokemon, what else do we see? Premium boxes, tins, mega tins, all that kind of stuff, right? The little bundle boxes, the ETBs, that kind of stuff. You see Pokemon just branch out and spread that product all across. So if you're not near a local card store, right? You can go out to a Walmart, a Target, anywhere else, buy yourself some booster packs, buy yourself some tins, the premium boxes, the Lucario now V-Star boxes they're coming out with. So you got the premium boxes, you got the regular boxes with these promos, right? The Dragonites, the Infernapes, all that kind of stuff, right? You got ETBs galore. They got their actual ETB deluxes that you can go purchase on PokemonCenter.com, all that kind of stuff. And I think if Digimon wants to take that next step and just really put and spike their flag, this is a great way to do it, right? Every time there's a new booster box, they should be doing something like this. However, though, with new product, it's always good to look at it and ask yourself the simple question: is this a product worth purchasing? Should I go out and buy it? What is it that they're adding into these premium deck sets that should get me all hot and bothered and running out to these Walmart Targets, so I should go pick some up? I think Digimon is on the right track. However, though, this is the first time I've ever seen them do this and actually put it out there to Targets and Walmart. So I went out and purchased it, and we're going to take a look at all this, and we're going to ask ourselves one very simple question: is this something I should go purchase? Should I go look for it out in Walmart and Target? I'm here to give you all the good things about this and all the bad things about this. So we're going to take a look at the contents inside of it. I'll tell you how much it's all worth. I'll tell you what the cards in general are all worth, because it does come with some beautiful promos. So right off the bat, that's something I'm very big on, right? Alternative arts, promo cards, stuff like that. The price, however, I'm not so keen about that. So we're going to talk all about all of that right now. So let's cut into this. Let's see what's inside. Let's get all the contents out and let's start talking about it. All right, guys, we are all set to take a look at the Digimon Premium Deck Set. Now, the first thing I'm going to let you know is MSRP is $69.99, and that is what I paid for this at Walmart. So one thing I would like to see Digimon actually do is they can make premium deck sets that are this expensive, especially if they're going to come with all these promos, and as long as the promos are actually worth that price of admission. However, though, I would like to see Digimon make, maybe not deck sets, maybe make some premium boxes or premium booster packs for like $20, something like that, where you get like maybe like a promo or two of a card that maybe isn't like alternative art like this, but maybe just something, like Pokemon does, right? You know, the Dragonite boxes, stuff like that, comes with like a little Dragonite promo and like 4, 5, 6 packs of cards. From other sorts of booster boxes. I would like to see Digimon do that same thing, especially if Digimon is not going to do reprints, right? I would like to see Digimon throw in a pack or two of 1.0, 1.5, maybe throw in a Great Legends pack, and then whatever the modern set is at that point in time, maybe throw in 2 packs of those or 3 packs of those, as well as another like just promo card. It doesn't have to be alternative art or something like that. So maybe they can reduce the price of this so other people who don't want to spend $70, because that's a lot of money to ask somebody to pay for. So that's just right there, right off the bat. So you guys can, obviously you guys can see all the promo cards that are right there. We got beautiful, I mean, the artwork is just superb. Fly Bullet, Judgment of Blade, Brave Metal. Like I said, we're going to get into all of this, but another thing I wanted to show you guys real quick before we get into this is basically all the stuff. Like, it shows you all of the content you get in this. So you get like these little starter deck sets, which is what you can use to actually build yourself a deck. It gives you like the core contents of a deck, and then you can throw in obviously the other 30-40 cards that you're missing. Does come with sleeves, that's kind of nice. The memory gauges, I can do without that. Everything that Digimon's ever done has come with memory gauges, especially their starter decks and stuff like that, so that's something you can do without. It shows you the new promotion cards, and this is the two things I want to really hone in on, is the premium deck set lucky packs, and I'm very curious to see what's inside that because I have no clue. So those are the core contents. Let's go ahead and crack this bad boy open and see what's inside. Okay, so we're just about to get ready to open this, and the first thing I want to make sure I secure are these promo cards, because I'm telling you guys right now, these are cards that are going to be, and the fact that you get 2 of each I think is a very very good sign. These are things I just want to put immediately into some sleeves and some top loaders, because these are cards. I mean, just look at that artwork, guys. Look at that. I mean, this beautiful artwork. Like I said, the question you just got to ask yourself is, you know, is this something that you really want to go out and purchase? Is it something, you know, is the contents worth it to you? If you're someone who likes collector sets, maybe this is something for you. Maybe you just go out and purchase it and keep it sealed, because as we all know, sealed product is something that's like on the rise, especially Pokemon sealed products is just something that a lot of people seem to like. And over the course of a year or two, or maybe even more, if you're fortunate enough to find one of these and hold on to it for that long, over the course of, let's say, 5+ years, or let's do moderate, let's do 3+ years, this could be something that could easily, you can easily see double, triple, quadruple in value, especially if Digimon decides to not make something like this ever again. This could be a one and done thing. Is there more plastic on here? Yes, there is. Look at that right there. So those are all the promo cards. I'll show it one more time actually, because I really want to hone in on this, because this is artwork you're not going to find in booster boxes. This is only here in this set. So that's something that I think Digimon got right. They put in something that only you can find in this premium deck set. It's probably why it's so expensive, right? This is artwork you can only get here. Again, this may be something you want to go out and purchase one time and keep it sealed. So of course we got our sleeves, something again that's just meh. ETBs, Pokemon ETBs, they do a lot of that. Here are the memory gauges, and kind of hear that, it's like a credit card feel. Kind of feels exactly like a credit card, and this is the memory gauge that they use in the game. Let's see, kind of goes, oh, they don't even give you the, there we go. Like I say, did they not give me the right size? So you can see how that works. That's how the memory gauge, how you pay for like resources and stuff like that in the game. And we will be bringing you guys some Digimon deck battles, because both me and my buddy Jester, aka Travis, we really do like this game, and we really do want to bring you guys some deck battles. So here's the premium deck set packs, I guess you could say. But before we get to that, let's go ahead and take a look at the core content. What I mean by core contents is this is what you immediately need to start building a deck. So this will get you started in the right place. If you were to purchase this, these are premium cards, so whether or not these cards are the best of the best to start a deck with, I'm not so sure about that. I've seen better in starter decks. Actually, the Digimon starter deck may arguably be the best starter deck to go out and purchase, and it just came out. So if you're someone who wants to get into Digimon, I highly recommend you go check out that starter deck. I think that starter deck, speaking of which, too, here's the actual contents for that kind of deck. So I can see this is really just all you need to basically start a deck. Still missing some pieces, as you can see the cards gradually. Here's Jessmon actually. So let's see how many of those we get. We get 2 of those. We got Gankomon, and then Sister. Oh, there's a lot of cards here. All right, hold on. There's a lot more than I thought there was. So let me go ahead and clean this off. There's a lot more than I thought there was. So this seems to actually be a whole deck built. I thought it was just the core contents, judging by the back of the box. And it actually seems to be the entire deck itself. And here are some cards that are, you would say these are staples in a lot of decks. Oh, it's generics, nice. From Master to Disciple. And then Quake Blast Fire Father. So that's something that's really cool. I did not expect that. I thought it was just like the contents to get you started to build a deck. I did not think it was an entire deck, and it is. So that's really cool. So let's go ahead and do it like this so you guys can see. Here are the Digitamas. These are stuff that you need to start off with. Every deck needs Digitamas. Here's another, I guess, red and black deck maybe. Then maybe just another red deck. Nice. There's some really good cards in here, actually. Yeah. Ragnar Lordramon. That's really nice. So these are cards you can only get. Yep, there's some black ones in here. Nice black. So this is a red and black deck that's already pre-built for you. Then, of course, you can go ahead and fine-tune these decks just like you would as a Yu-Gi-Oh! Starter deck or Pokemon starter deck. Digimon does a very good job of putting product out that you guys can pick up, purchase, fine-tune it. Kind of like Magic the Gathering. Magic the Gathering does that very, very, very well, where they put out these commanders or other decks that you guys can go out and purchase, and then for another $10, $20, you can fine-tune it and have yourself a pretty good deck that you can run with your locals and have some fun with your friends. So that I really do like. And again, this is all under the guides of just keep remembering that this was $70. So if this is something, if you want to get into Digimon, I think this is a good starter right here, right? You can spend an extra money. You get some beautiful promo cards. It's good for collectors. It's good for some players. You get these 2 lucky packs, and then you get basically 2 red and black decks that you can just go run with. And then, of course, just fine-tune it. Find your style. So let's see. We have ourselves out of the first pack a Metal Greymon. When attacking, this Digimon attacks a player. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4,000 DP or less. That's a pretty good card, actually. So attack with him. Delete one of your opponents. Good for early game advantage. Especially at that level 5. And then we also got a... Ooh! Venom Myostamon. That is a nice purple card. I've never seen before. Like, I've never seen that in any deck, booster box, or anything. So, pretty nice there. And of course, it has a nice little symbol of the P, the promo. So yeah, there you go. This is all, like I said, under the guides of I spent $70. Is this something that's worth $70? Well, we're going to take a closer look at the pricing of the promos, these other 2 promos. So we're going to take a look at all 6. We're going to take a look at all of the contents as a whole, all the cards you get. How much money would you actually spend if you broke it all down and purchased every piece by piece by piece? If you went out and spent all your money on this bulk of cards and this bulk of cards, that's a pretty big bulk, right? How much money would you spend? Would you spend less than $70 to get all of this? Because otherwise, then it's not worth the price of admission. But if it is worth more than the price of admission, I guess you could say this is pretty good value. You just got to ask yourself, is this something I really want? So let's take a deeper dive into these numbers. All right, now we're going to take a look at the numbers, and this is all about pricing. How much money were all of like these promos worth all together? Well, let's start off with Metal Greymon. TCG has this card valued at $8.98. So we're already off to a good start. Second card I'm going to talk about is Venom Myostamon. Venom Myostamon comes in at $1.99. So these 2 cards, that lucky premium packs that we saw right there, total value was $10.97. So not bad, not off to a bad start. Next couple of cards we're going to look at. Let's take a look at 2 of the Fly Bullets. The Fly Bullets come in at an astounding $15.96 individually. So right there, 2 cards coming in at $30+. So now we're up to $42.89. So again, off to a really good start here. Now, let's take a look at the 2 Brave Metals. How much do those cost individually? Well, the 2 of these only come in at 70 cents a piece. So now we're kind of slowing down there. Of course, Fly Bullet is a staple in a lot of decks, and also, of course, the artwork on that one is way better. You're going to see a lot of people, waifus, stuff like that, always have a higher tax. So Brave Metal, 70 cents each. And last but not least, we have ourselves 2 Judgment of the Blade. Individually, what are they worth? Judgment of the Blade is worth $4.97 individually. So right there, talking about $10 for these 2 cards. So if you add all of this, like if you were just buying this individually, you are going to spend $54.29. So right there, easily worth more than half the cost, right? If it was $69.99 and we spent $70 on all of this and you made $54.29, you're off to a really good start and you should feel really good about purchasing this product. So right there, I think that is excellent value. Of course, you guys know I love that word, excellent value for all of this. So really off to a good start. Of course, then you get these 2 packs of sleeves. Of course, maybe $3 a piece, something like that. To me personally, I don't like to put values on stuff like this, exterior stuff like this, or these gauges and stuff. I think it's just a nice little extra add-on bonus. So let's get to the core contents of all of these decks. So we're gonna go ahead and start with, I think this is the Digimon. If you were to purchase all of this individually, how much are you actually gonna spend? All right, now let's talk about the pricing of all of these decks. Now, if you were to go out and purchase all of this individually, and this is, I believe, the deck number 1, this is the Digimon. If you were to spend and buy everything piece by piece individually, you would spend exactly $11.42. All pricing, by the way, is done by TCG. The most expensive cards right here are the 2 Digimons. They come in at $1.50 each a piece, so not bad. Typically, a Digimon starter deck usually runs you about $11 at your local Target, Walmart, all that kind of stuff. So right there, that's pretty good. $11.42 for all of this, right around the price of an actual Digimon deck. So that's pretty good right there. So let's talk about deck number 2. This is the Digimon deck. If you were to go out and individually purchase all of this piece by piece, again, all pricing according to TCG, you would spend exactly $12.92. The most expensive card is right here. This Digimon comes in, I believe it's $2.85, so that's actually just a little bit better than an actual Digimon deck and how much you would spend. So of course, that's what it would run you. Of course, I'm not including taxes and other stuff like that, but of course, think about that too as well. If you were to go out and purchase everything piece by piece, probably cost you more than what I'm saying because of taxes and stuff like that, and shipping fees and other stuff. So that is everything, and the total cost of all of this, if you're breaking down all of this, everything, you get $78.63. And of course, I'm not including, I just call this throw-ins. It's just deck sleeves and memory gauges, stuff like that. Really isn't what going to bring the people to the stores and actually go out and purchase this. So $78.63 is what you're actually going to be spending for all of this. Do I think this is a product you guys should go out and purchase? If you are looking to get into Digimon, yes, absolutely yes. It's going to bring you some alternative art cards that you can only get in the premium deck sets. That should get you interested in getting into the game. Maybe you want to go out and collect more cards after that. I think that's something that if you're looking to get into Digimon, you get 2 decks, right? Plus all of this alternative art. So then you're probably going to be saying to yourself, well, I'm going to go out and purchase more cards. It's going to get you into the game. You got 2 decks, so you can probably play with your locals, and you can fine tune it. Maybe you'll find out, hey, I don't like playing red. Maybe I want to play green. Maybe I want to play blue. Maybe I want to play purple. Maybe I want to play just black. Maybe I want to play mono red. That kind of stuff I think is going to be very good to getting people into the game. I think this is what the purpose of this premium deck set really is. Now, collectors, I'm specifically talking to you collectors out there. Is this a product you should probably go out and purchase? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This is for somebody who's trying to get into the game of Digimon. If you're looking to just buy these promo cards, just go out and purchase them on TCG. It's actually going to run you a lot less than purchasing the entire box. Remember, this was a $70 box. I only spent $54.29 on just the promos that I mentioned earlier. That's the price you're going to spend on a lot of these promos. Or if you don't even want 2 of them, maybe you just want 1. Maybe you just want 1. Maybe you don't even want the Brave Metal. That's going to save you some money as well. So just go out and purchase them on TCG. Just buy the singles that way. Me personally, do I like this? I absolutely love this set. And I'm going to tell you why. It's accomplishing 2 things for someone like me. And I think this is really something that speaks to me. Number 1, I actually like Digimon. I actually like Digimon, the card game. I like that I get 2 new starter decks now that I can add to my collection of other decks that I've already built. I've already built a purple Bezelmon deck. I've already built a black War Greymon deck. Now I have 2 red decks that I can go, and there's a lot of staples in here, so I like this. Also, I like these promo cards. These cards, I promise you, I'm going to get graded. There's no doubt about it, especially these fly bullets. And I have 2 of each of them, so I can send both 2 out to HGA or PSA. And then when I get both of them back, I can sell one and keep the other one. So right there, for me personally, this is a home run for me. I think Digimon in the longer run should continue to do stuff like this, but I also think they should make a cheaper version of something like this, maybe $20, $30, so you're not spending $70. That's a lot of money to ask for somebody, especially if they want to get into Digimon. I know if I was first getting into Digimon, I probably wouldn't go out and buy it. I'd probably buy one structure deck, and if I really like the game, maybe then I go out and buy this. But if you're like a first person, I personally believe if you're getting into Digimon, I think you should go out and purchase this, absolutely. But it's going to be hard for me to just convince you to spend $70 right off the bat like that when you're staring down one structure deck that's $11. So it's kind of hard to, like, you know, say to yourself like, oh well, you know, it's hard to convince that person, you know, like, hey, I really think you should get into Digimon, you should start here. Kind of hard to do that. So I think Digimon in the longer run needs to do something like that, make some cheaper alternatives for people out there who are balling on a budget. I always like to say that if you're trying to be that type of person who wants to go on a budget, you buy $11 structure deck, you spend $20 just like that, $30, $40 into it, you have a fine-tuned deck. I did that with Yu-Gi-Oh! And I did that challenge with you guys. I think Digimon needs to make cheaper alternatives like that other than just structure decks. Maybe go out and purchase, maybe go out and make cheaper alternatives like that for the kids out there who want to get into stuff like this. So when they're asking their parents, hey, can I get this? And they're going to be like, okay, maybe how much is it? Well, $70? I can't afford that. But if you made a cheaper alternative like the Pokemon version of stuff like this, where you throw in like 5 pack of cards and one little promo card, and they go up to their parents, hey, can I buy this? Hey, can you buy this for me? And they look like $20, maybe parents shrug their shoulders and be like, okay, son, okay, daughter of mine, maybe I'll buy this for you today. And then that's, again, a cheap alternative. That's a way to just suck those kids right into it, of course, because that's what they're trying to reach. They want those kids involved so they can get their parents to spend all that money. How I got into all this TCG stuff when I was a kid. So, again, I think this is a good look for Digimon. I think there just needs to be some other cheap alternatives as well. But I do like where they are heading. And I just think in the long run, I think Digimon is just going to continue to get better and better. And it's why I continue to preach that Digimon is the top TCG product out there that you guys should be taking a look at. So I hope I answered a lot of you guys' questions. If you have any more questions, please leave it down in the comment section. Of course, make sure you guys are hitting that like button. And make sure, again, if you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys next time right here at the Table of Madness.